Hey guys, welcome to Heavenly Boutique. Today you're going to be watching one of the first ever soap tutorials to go on my channel, and with that said, let's hop right into the video. First, I'm going to mix my lye water with my oils. Notice how I'm wearing gloves and a long sleeve shirt. Lye water is very poisonous and can irritate or burn the skin if it gets on it. Right after I pour my lye water, I'm just going to tap my stick blender gently at the bottom of my container to remove all the air bubbles, and then I'm going to just stick blend on high until my soap batter reaches a light trace. After my soap batter has reached a light trace, I'm going to add the fragrance oil. This is about 4 ounces of Candle Science Black Raspberry Vanilla Fragrance Oil, which I'm going to incorporate in with a spatula, what you're about to see. After I'm done incorporating the fragrance oil into my soap, I'm going to split the batch in half because I'm going to be making it in the pot swirl. The 2 mica colorants I'm going to be using is Bluebell Mica from Nurture Soap, as well as Grape Mica, also from Nurture Soap. After I had added my colorant, I'm going to incorporate these with a spatula because I'm trying to keep everything a very light trace. So around this time, you're going to notice that I actually add in colorant because I did not reach the desired purple as I intended the soap to turn out. So you'll see me adding in a little bit more mica just until I get the kind of purple I was looking for in the soap. You'll see me also do the same thing with the frosting later on as well. Now I'm going to grab my blue soap mixture and I'm going to mix the colorant until it's fully incorporated as well. After I have finished mixing my colorants with a spatula, I go in with a stick blender just to make sure all the colorants have incorporated fully with the soap, because something can happen where if your colorants aren't fully blended with your soap batter, at the end, once your soap has settled for 4 to 6 weeks, you'll notice like patches of uncolored soap in your batter, and that's due from not fully mixing your colorants all the way. After I'm done stick blending both the blue and the purple, I'm just going to scrape off my stick blender just to try to get all the excess soap off of it so nothing goes to waste. Okay, after I'm done mixing my colorant, it's time for the in the pot swirl. You guys are actually here for history because this is the first high top soap I ever made, as well as the first in the pot swirl I ever did. So first, I'm just gonna pour all the purple into one side of the big pot where the blue is held, and I'm just gonna scrape it off to make sure none of the soap goes to waste. After I'm done scraping, I'm gonna bring my mold here. I'm using a mold I got from Amazon. I'll link it down in the description if you guys want to see it or buy it. But here you guys are gonna see me pouring in the soap into the mold. I just wanted to mention as well, I really do like how the soap came out. It didn't come out as I imagined, as you can see from the thumbnail. There was an extreme color morph, but I really did like how it came out in the end. And I also like how the end of pot swirl turned out. I think even for my first try, I did really well, or better than I expected to do. And I just wanted to mention that as well. So even your mistakes can be beautiful. After I finish pouring my soap, I'm just gonna tap it down on my table to make sure that there is no air bubbles and all of them are out, and that all the soap batter is in every crease and crevice of the mold. Now it's time to let the bottom set aside to settle while we prepare the topping for the soap. So we're going to do the same procedure. We're going to mix our lye water with our oils until they're fully emulsified. Next, I'm gonna add 2 ounces of Candle Science Black Raspberry Vanilla Fragrance Oil into the mix. Next, I'm gonna add my own custom coloring I came up with. This is not Nurture Soap's Mica. I just only used the jar to mix my colorants in because it was standby and I just didn't want to make more dishes. So I'm gonna be using that. So I stopped. This was not the color I intended it to be. So we are going in with a little bit more red dye to try to make it more berryish, more purple. This was not the plan, but sometimes things don't go according to plan. So we're gonna see how this turns out. So we're almost there. We're getting closer. We're gonna go in with a little more dye. And I finally reached the color I intended it to be. So with this done and settled, I am going to set this aside to thicken up until it's thick enough for me to pipe it. So my soap batter has thickened up enough to the point that it's ready to be piped. We're going to take the stick blender out and we're going to place it into a piping bag. Now we're going to be pouring the soap into the piping bag.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yeah, so I spilled a little bit in the pouring process, but you know, it's alright. We're just gonna scrape that back into the bag like nothing happened, and we're gonna just continue, but just do a little bit cleaner work because we're good like that. After I finish the process of pouring the soap into the bag, which is a lot harder than it looks, I'm just going to scrape the container to make sure all the soap's out because this is the last soap batter I'm making, so I just want to make sure all the soap's out so nothing goes to waste. Now I'm going to swiftly insert the bottom base into the frame so we can pipe this soap. As you're gonna see, piping, as I said earlier, was a new experience for me, and you were that's gonna show. It's gonna show a lot. So here we are taking the first steps of the piping. You can see it's a little lopsided, different size piping dollops, and yeah, overall it's not looking too good. So, as you see, I stopped. I'm just reassessing life, trying to see if I'm like in the right place at the right time. Things just aren't looking too good. But eventually I mustered up the courage after contemplating to myself, and I try it again. So I tried it again. I got the hang of it, kind of, or what I was thinking was the hang of it. So the last dollop, it was the right size. As you can see, I was like kind of testing it out before. So I went with that kind of size dollop. I started making them more straight, even, and I just been doing that till we got to the top of the piping, and then I even cleaned up the edges afterwards. So yeah, that was the experience. After we finished piping, I took some of my colored salts. I colored purple with mica. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top, and yeah. After I was done sprinkling my colored mica, I took the gloves off because, as you can see, they're kind of tad too big for me, and it was kind of hard for me to place in these straws, and I wanted to get them as nice looking as I possibly can for you guys. So I took them off, and I am placing the straws in now. I got the purple straws from Party City, and I cut them up to size, and we're placing them in now because if you couldn't tell, or you probably couldn't because I haven't said it yet, this is a blueberry blast smoothie. Me and my stepdad came up with the name. I seem to like it. It even works for after the color morph. So we stuck with the name still, and yeah, so the straws are for the smoothie because it's a smoothie themed soap. So now you know, and you're gonna see what it looks like after soon. So stay tuned. Okay, now it's about time for the close up, and here it is. We have a nice strawberry top and blue bottom. I really like the straws. The pipe came out nice. And the anonymous color morph. This happened about 3 days after I cut it. You can see the top is a dark purple. And the bottom, you can see the drop swirl still looks very nice. You can see the purple, the blue. When soap color morphs, I wasn't expecting this, but I actually really like the way it came out still. So I kept the same name here. You can see the side by side images of the top after they changed. But yeah, it was an interesting first video. So I want you guys to comment, like, subscribe. I'm just gonna go on a little ramble here if you don't mind. I really hope to become very successful in my YouTube career. I have friends that have YouTube channels. That was very inspiring. I will link them in the description down below as well because gotta show support to my friends, you know. Yeah, in the comments down below, if you guys have any suggestions, videos you want me to watch, ideas, anything of that sort, I'm all ears. I'm very looking forward to like how my channel is gonna grow in the future. What you will see from me in videos so far in the future, this is I have a like little shop named Heavenly Boutique where I sell different bath and body products. So you also see tutorials on my page about bath bombs. I'll do like some crafts with my little sisters, so some family safe crafts with like melt and pour soap, so not soap made from scratch like I did today in this video, so it's more kid friendly. I'll be doing different tutorials. I will do hauls. I'll do some videos with my friends maybe in the future, as well as different content. Anything you guys want to see, it will definitely be taken into consideration because I want to make this a nice, safe environment for everybody, and I just want it to be a good time, a good experience. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. You'll also see more soap tutorials because that's mainly what I sell, soap. I really like cold process soap. I like all the creativity that goes into it. Videos will usually not be this long, I would like to add. I'm trying to aim for about 10 to 12, 15-minute videos. This video is extra long because it's my first. I wanted to like kind of introduce the channel and get a nice head start, like a good foot in it. I will have more various stuff linked in the description, including some of my friends' YouTube channels, where I got the mold from, and some different products, and where I got my makers from, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe again. Make sure to turn on